this is Kay, and as promised, today is the day that an entirely new concept of videos is introduced to my channel. You all voted for the rambling videos, and rambling videos I shall create. I decided to call these Candid K Convos. Not sure why 100%, but I like how it sounds. I plan to do these once a month, and usually, or hopefully, have at least one or two topics for you guys to choose from, to vote on. Whichever one wins, I'll talk about, along with other thoughts and reflections on the past month, either pertaining to my life, or just the world around us, or just anything in general. These are rambling videos after all. Well, speaking of random, it's really late in terms of recording this, and it's so nice and how quiet it is. I usually record during the day, and if you hear some random sounds in the background, that's because it's the daytime. It's late though, right now at least, and all I can hear is the sound of distant traffic and the birds singing. It's actually really nice. Anyway, it's things like that you'll hear in these videos. It's pretty much a way for you guys to get to know me on a somewhat more personal level, where I won't edit anything. It'll be a one-time run through, and if I stumble, well, then I stumble. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But anyway, when it comes to topics, I'll figure them out and you guys can pick. And this month, you picked the one of if I could go back, what would I tell my younger self? Now first off, I will say to those who haven't heard the video before this, I will link it down in the description just so you have context. Yesterday, well now technically the day before yesterday, I turned 24. And you know what's funnier, or, well actually I don't know that. I know, I'm terrible when it comes to remembering memes. At least when it's off the top of my head like this. Anyway, I'm 24. 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 6 times 4. I'm too mathematical. I don't know. Anyway, it was a really fun day. Just letting you all know. Spended it with my family. It was great. I love them to death. We played some games. We ate some really delicious ramen, and then watched a film that I love, called Gantz 0. It's on Netflix, or at least in America. I know not every Netflix around the world has the same videos, but if you can, check it out. Gantz 0. I'll probably write the name of the film in the description too, if I remember. If I don't, please let me know because I might forget. Anyway, it's a really fun film. It's great action, anime, CG, and pretty crazy. If you're not a fan of gore though, I would say avoid it because there's a lot of gore. But it's really good. But I had a lot of fun overall. cake was really good too. My grandma has this recipe called 7-minute frosting, and it doesn't really take 7 minutes to make. It's more like 12 to 24 depending on what you're doing, but it's really tasty. Think of marshmallow. You know how it's like kind of crispy on top, or I should say toasted marshmallows, where it's crispy around the top and then like soft and sweet but not too sweet under it. That's basically what this frosting is like, just not marshmallow sweet. I don't know, whenever my siblings and I have cake with it, that's what we think of. But anyway, we had fun, took some pictures and all that stuff. And, well, that's why I made the video before. I made it because I wanted it to sort of be an internal reflection while I create the video, as well as a way for you guys to reflect on your years each time you have a birthday. I think that it's always good to take a step back after a year and kind of see if you've learned certain lessons that are new, if you've run into similar situations from the past, and see if there's a cycle or a set of patterns. And if those patterns aren't good, then, find a way to break the cycle for a better outcome. So, I did my reflection for the most part, but you guys wanted to know what I would say to my younger self if I could go back in time. Now, there's a lot I would say, especially if I went all the way back to when I was, say, 15, 16, 17. I graduated a year early from high school, and going into college, I was there's the dog outside. I was very, very headstrong, I guess. I'm still a kid, and I still feel like I am, but I was much more of a kid back then. But for the sake of time, I'll just go to the previous year. So if I went back to age 23 and said, hey, okay, listen up, I got something to tell you, I would have so much to share. Actually, I don't think I would tell my younger self what would happen. Why? Because, I get into the whole butterfly effect thing, but even if that wasn't going to happen, and I could tell my younger self the events that would transpire as a 23-year-old, I still wouldn't do it. It takes away the personality, the importance of those events, whether they were really great or really terrible, especially in the moment. There's still a beauty, in a sense, of being able to feel those moments. Plus, anticipating them would not really be very fun. It's like biting your nails every day, wondering, oh, when is this going to happen? It's like when somebody tells you, hey, we need to have a talk, and then just leave it at that for like 30 minutes to an hour, or even half of the day. It drives you nuts. So that's pretty much what I assume it would be like if, older you comes to visit you and says, hey, on this day, this is going to happen. That doesn't sound fun. Anyway, I would teach myself a lot of things, or tell myself a lot of things, from making sure to spend as much time as you can with people you care about, because you never know how much longer they have or you have, and how important it is to remind yourself that it's okay to not be okay. And I know I've done a video on that before, but I'll probably do another one if you want. Let me know. But, I would also say to myself that I really, really should never give up on little things that I like to do, like baking, cooking, sketching, even if I'm just tired. They keep me more positive, help me experiment with ideas, and unlock my creativity a bit more. And then the most important part, or the most important thing I would tell my younger self, is to really learn and focus on loving yourself and healing yourself. I'm still doing it today. Long story short, and I won't get into any details, at least now, I was in an extremely bad relationship for a good few years in my past 6 years? I don't know. Let's go with that. I can't, I try not to remember forever. But anyway, after that, I've had trouble loving myself, taking care of myself in a way that helps me really thrive. And, when I turned 23, I really felt like things were starting to turn up, which is great. And it has a lot, especially since I started doing this kind of thing. ASMR role plays, and meeting all of you great guys. But I would also remind myself that what I have, which is pretty bad, it doesn't go away. If anything, it just hides. And, just gotta keep pushing, I guess. You can't let your mentality get the best of you, especially if it's negative. Instead, your inner self, your will, you need to harness that. Whenever the mind starts to wander, your willpower has to step up and remind yourself that you are better than who you were. To love yourself, to stand your ground when people try to take advantage of you, and to say it's okay to know that it's okay to say no. Sorry, it's late and I'm getting tired. It's okay to say no. It's okay to, deny people. It's not like that's had to happen a lot for me as a 23-year-old, but it's still a problem that I know a lot of people have, and I certainly used to when I was younger. But of course, most importantly, it'd be to love yourself. That's what's important. Once you love yourself, you can forgive yourself. Once you forgive yourself, you can start to heal yourself. That's really important. At least I think it is. And that's it. this is basically what these videos are going to be. Some of them will end nicely, others will kind of sound just done. We'll try, or I'll try, to make sure that there is a nice conclusion to each rambling video. But, if it happens, it happens. But thank you guys all so much for the happy birthday wishes and the votes, and for the question that was asked. So what other famous characters would you like to roleplay as? And thank you to Mardukas for asking that. I don't know. There's a lot of characters I want to play with, and a lot of characters I intend to play with in the near future. However, one character I would like to play with and kind of tweak their story a little bit is definitely either Sleeping Beauty or Snow White. Simply because in classic Disney movies, at least, there isn't too much depth within the characters. So I'll take that character, her main story, and kind of add my own flair to it. I won't tell you when that'll be because I don't even know. But whenever it does come out, I really hope you like it. And that's it. Thanks again so much for everything you guys do. The likes, comments, shares, everything. Just remember how amazing you are. And I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, and continue to stay strong.